So flu season is upon us.
And aren't we all happy?
And who's the jerk that's going to give it to you?
Oh, that's...
Let's find out.
Dr. Al Johnson joining us on the Coco News Live line. Okay, Dr. Johnson, those who are voted most likely to spread the virus to all the rest of us are what generation?
Well, there's a new study that talked about the Millennials are ones that tend to ignore their symptoms and go out in public regardless of how they feel. I'm not sure that's 100% true because I see all kinds of people, old and young, that kind of want to push through. And when you have the flu and coughing, sneezing, have fever, you need to not only take care of yourself, but protect others by not exposing them.
Well, could it be, though, let me play devil's advocate here for the millennials. Could it be, though, that they either can't afford to go to the doctor or they just don't have insurance?
Well, that's possible from that standpoint because there's a lot of them that the cost is so high that they can't afford it. And the deductibles are so high that they don't pay for anything. So, yeah, it's possible that that's the case. However, they can be aware of their symptoms and not expose others. And so that has to do with some education, understanding just how sick you are.
But, for so many of this and of us, it starts off pretty mild, and you might think, well, I don't know, is this a cold? Is this allergies? Because the last time I started off, and I thought it was nothing, and the next day I thought, God, somebody kill me, please, with a hammer, because I was so sick.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why it's important to get the flu shot. If you're a candidate for the flu shot, you don't have an egg allergy or allergic to the vaccine, it's important you get that flu shot. That will help boost your immune resistance. As you said in the entry, that sometimes the exact type is missed in that flu shot. It still stimulates your immune system so that it can help it in general. So I definitely advise that people to get the flu shot.
So in other words, it might not last as long or be as severe if you get the shot.
Yeah, exactly. And also, you got to remember, if you get the flu shot early, sometimes it wears off. The antibodies wear off that you developed. And so late in the flu season, say you get a flu shot now, January, February, you may not have the resistance that you had now. And that's one reason why they've increased the dosage, the strength for the elderly, is because their immune systems aren't as strong. They don't produce as much immune response as a younger person.
Now, I've heard that this year's vaccine actually has 4 strains in it.
Exactly.
And does that make it more likely to be right?
Well, yeah, it gives you one more chance. So it increases it by whatever the statistic is, 25%. That there's another strain covered, and they look at around the world what's coming and what the southern hemisphere has had versus the northern hemisphere is coming up. So they try to base it on some decent data from around the world.
All right, doctor. So the message is get your shot and stay away from 20-somethings. Dr. Al Johnson, thank you for joining us on the Coco News Live line. We do appreciate it.